So what do you expect me to say?
Let's get him!
Hey there, what's up internet? My name is BlackLightAttack. Welcome back. Welcome to episode 18, the grand finale of Let's Play Jet Set Radio. Last time we completed the final score attack levels, and we left just the behind the mask. Well, it wasn't, we didn't do all the score attacks. It was actually the benten-cho ones, and we didn't do the other two because they're all kind of the same. But I just wanted to get this done, get this last two level deal out of the way, and get on with our lives. Now, I do want to give you guys a quick disclaimer. This is actually a post commentary. And I really hate to break tradition on this one for the last episode and have to do a post-commentary, but I really don't have a choice. I was just left with absolutely no options. The first time I recorded this, it's notable in this game, once you complete a level and you go past the option, you have an option to retry the level right after the level's done, but if you get past that option, if you select continue, you cannot revisit any levels unless it's a score attack. So I did this level on the first time I recorded. And it turns out I did not hit record. I think there was something, I honestly think my sound recording program was acting goofy yesterday for a couple of reasons, but I hit record, it just apparently didn't happen. You know, sometimes you click a button and it looks like it clicks and it doesn't properly. I don't know. Whatever happened, I didn't end up getting an audio recording, and I realized halfway through recording it, so I was like, ah, shit, I gotta start again. But I had completed the level already, so no problem. I thought I have a backup. I have a backup file in this game, which I used previously when I messed up a recording and ran into the same problem. So it was pretty close. I only had like 3 or 4 levels to play through to get back to where I was. And that's this file here, which is why I unfortunately don't have my base sprays. These guys could be looking very, very based right now, but unfortunately they don't. The second time I recorded, however, unfortunately, I believe this time the problem was that somehow the settings on my blue snowball in my Windows like sound settings got reset, and the mic gain was set to 50% of what it normally is, so pretty quiet. And on top of that, I had the mic further away from my mouth than usual. Just I don't know why. I was like, let's try something new. Let's see if I can just keep it a little bit further from my face so I have less chance of like mic pops. And unfortunately what ended up happening due to that was the audio was completely unintelligible. It was just little tiny mumbling. You couldn't hear it at all, and I would have had to boost it. In boosting the gain high enough to actually hear me, the audio quality would have been horrible. But TLDR, I done goofed twice in a row, and due to the way that this game is set up, I couldn't really do anything about it. So, unfortunately, we're ending this series on a post-commentary, but that's okay because with post-commentary, that means I get to do all kinds of neat post-editing stuff, like flashbacks. Like, remember this? God damn it, you fuck. Yeah, good times. That was a great time we had. So yeah, in this level, we are doing like a tag your rivals kind of deal. Poison Jam was kidnapped by the golden rhinos, and as it turns out, was brainwashed and is doing their bidding, so I guess the way to fix them is to spray their backs with Lil B, or in this case, the generic stock tags that come with the game. That's quite exciting, but I guess that's why it's called Behind the Mask anyway, because Poison Jam not wearing their masks is apparently weird. Personally, I would think that wearing masks in the first place is the weird part, but, you know, whatever, I'm not judging. Now, luckily, I remember what I was talking about, the subject I was speaking on while I was recording this, so I can kind of give you guys, like, the same little, I don't even know what you call it, I guess, like, commentary. I can give you similar commentary to what you would have gotten anyway, but basically, I know that it's been long and far between each of these episodes, and I said I was going to try to make a conscious effort to start uploading this more often, and I ended up just playing like so many other games. I ended up getting into and then falling out of other games. I had my whole Legend of Zelda like kick go on, and I got really back into TF2. I'm still really into TF2, and I picked up Smite, which got its claws into me really bad. Like, I'm playing Smite a shit ton. It's just taking up like a ton of my time. So this game unfortunately just kind of got cast to the wayside, which isn't fair to you guys, those few of you who do watch this. And again, I've said it a few times before, but I just want to reiterate that I do really appreciate everybody who actually watches this series. I know it's not the biggest, but Here comes a speech from Professor K, so let's go ahead and give him a listen.
Jet Set Radio! That record everybody's looking for is already missing!
Crap.
According to some info we got from Poison Jam, it sounds like that record's the real thing. It was made by some freaky evil sound engineer. Then it's been passed hand to hand all the way to Tokyo.
Are there sound engineers that aren't evil?
Wants to use the record to make a contract with a demon so
Who's
he
Goji?
can take over Tokyo and the rest of the world. If those guys get all the pieces, Tokyo, this radio station, sushi, ramen, hamburgers, and everything else is going to be history. Get to the new Rokuku headquarters and destroy that record, along with Goji's evil plan.
Hey, just to let you know, there are things that Japan creates other than food, and they didn't make hamburgers. So anyway, we're back home where we belong, in our own based garage with our base god, and we are on to the final level, Final Groove. Very appropriately named. I feel like they kind of threw the bad guy in this game just like kind of out of nowhere, but anyway. So I wanted to let you guys know that the next Let's Play that I'm going to be playing, I'm actually leaving up to you guys. There's a link in the description, and this is kind of coinciding with the rebranding of my Facebook page, because there were some issues, some technical issues between Facebook and linking YouTube together, and I decided to run the Facebook page as a personal page, so that you guys, this means that you guys will actually friend me, and then I'll accept people as they come in. And it's kind of a pain in the ass for me, because you can't just hit follow and be good. It's a pain in the ass for everybody, really, but what you have to do is friend my Facebook page, and then once I accept you, join the group, which I also have to accept you. Well, any of the members can accept you, so if you join the group, make sure to be accepting other members. That would help me out a lot. And once you're in the group is called Black Up. And once you do, you can vote on the poll for what the next game I'm going to play is. Right now, it's tied between Final Fantasy VII and Shadow of the Colossus. Anyway, back to the game at hand. This is the final boss battle. I really like the way this battle's set up. It's kind of goofy, but Goji, who's like this old-ass, like evil billionaire executive dude, is spinning a track. He's cutting a track on the roof of the Rikaku building, which is apparently so high up in the air you can see like Earth as if it's from orbit on top of it. And you're on a giant record with bitches spinning around in cages. It's amazing. Anyway, it's actually kind of difficult. There are 4 pillars you have to spray, which somehow destroys this giant robotic golden rhino that keeps following you around. The reason I'm doing the speedrun spray style right now is because I don't want to get that happening to me. I don't want to be set on fire, but as you spray paint each pillar, it collapses a short little while later, and for some reason this upsets the rhino and eventually explodes it. I don't know. Don't ask me. Does this game make any fucking sense? Right now, I don't know if you guys are paying attention to what to what Professor K was saying. I hope you were, because he's a very wise man. But the whole story is that an evil corporation went around brainwashing rollerblading gangs to put together a demonic record that was created by an evil sound engineer to summon a demon and take over Tokyo and then the world. So sense, not real high priority in this game, in the development of this game. Making sense, not so much. Also Goji, who's like the bad guy who's spinning the track right now, he isn't even like introduced until like 3 levels before the end of the game. So also, you know, it's kind of goofy. There, two of the 4 pillars have these like spinning wheel things, and the other 2 have grind rails. The grind rails are like stupidly easy to get across, while the spinning wheels are actually really stupidly difficult. But I don't know. Not that I'm complaining. It's just kind of goofy. And here, I think because the rhino goes away, I'm like, oh, I can get more points and just do a full spray. But I end up messing up one of the sprays, so I actually have to go back to the center to grab some more paint, which just leads to me dying, I think, a couple more times here. But not dying, but falling off the edge, which kind of plays by Legend of Zelda rules, in that you just spawn back on the edge, but at the cost of some health. Which is, it would be really great if it worked like that in real life, but pure comedy gold, comparing video game logic to real life logic. This is how you know I'm a professional. Anyway, this is actually one of my more favorite boss fights in video games. As goofy as it is and as nonsensical as it is, it's still pretty freaking epic. It's got that, and I hate to overuse that word. It's just that word just kind of gets cheapened by overusage, but it is pretty freaking epic. There aren't a whole lot of words in my vocabulary that can describe it as well as epic. And oh, close call there. It's just, it's epic in a silly way. It's very climactic. I guess that's an alternative to the word epic. It's very climactic. It's very, like, kind of, it's legendary. It feels like it's goofy. It's so silly, and then the rhino fucking explodes, guys. What am I supposed to do with this? I don't even. That rhino has a fucking fork in its head. Did anybody see that? Right, rewind the video if you haven't seen it. Anyway, this part is like, this is like delivering the final blow. You gotta get into, this is all the boss battle is. You spray 4 pillars with a golden rhino chasing you, and then you gotta navigate the debris on the record, which is now spinning out of control, grind up some rails, and finally spray the bad guy, who's losing his shit, by the way, because he knows it's all going down. But I find it hard not to love this game, as silly as it is. But yeah, oh, there it goes, and of course, we put Lil B right on his head, and he just cannot handle all the bass because he is simply not based enough. And down he goes, plummeting to his death. Apparently, if he falls to his death, it's permanent, but not me. Anyway, listen to Combo.
The Rikaku scheme. Now they're saying that the building was destroyed in a construction accident. Yeah, right. But now, Goji's son is taking over the Rikaku family business, and Tokyo is back to its glorious old self.
I smell sequel.
Turns out that the Golden Rhinos were just another group of Goji's henchmen. That explains a lot.
Was that not implied?
However, not all ended well. Coin had been pulled too deep into the schemes of the Rikaku and paid a steep price. And all because Goji was obsessed with control. He didn't know how to deal with people that he couldn't buy with his money. Maybe he really is lonely at the top. Or maybe he's just another eccentric millionaire.
I told y'all to get big sticks.
Well, they say that money is the root of all evil. Maybe it really can twist the hearts of men. It turns out the record that Goji was looking for, the Devil's Contract, was just an old indie record, a hoax. Maybe his twisted mind created the whole story out of rumors and superstitions in order to try and sate the demons of his own heart.
Yeah, makes sense.
Nevertheless, the noise tanks are in repair. The love shockers are all broken-hearted again.
Thank you,
The Poison Jam is back and planning more mischief. In the end, it looks like they were the same as all of us after all. They'd been looking for something more, just trying to make sense of their own lives. Perhaps not, but how can anyone know the real truth behind it all?
Anyway, guys, that is it. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. That will do it for Jet Set Radio. Man, what a game. This game, I've said it time and time again, you know, it's got its flaws, it has its issues, the controls did not age well, perhaps, and the story makes absolutely no goddamn sense, but it makes up for it in sheer style, with a graphical style that, in my opinion, still looks good to this day, not to mention just awesome fluid animations, and some of the best music that I've ever heard in video gaming. Probably the single video game soundtrack that I've listened to time and time and time again. And just look at Mew. If you don't love Mew, if you don't think Mew is just goddamn adorable, there's something wrong with you. Maybe not so much the Jet Set Radio Future version, not at all actually, but this version of Mew, she my girl. I love Mew. I love you. I don't know if I'm ready to commit to that yet, so don't ask me to consummate anything. But man, guys, I'm glad to be done this game, but I have played through it like 4 times now. Twice on my own time, and then twice again for this Let's Play due to having to re-record things. It was, yeah, I'm ready to take a good long, like another 10-year break from this game, I'll tell you that. What a game, though, what a game. If you guys haven't tried it throughout this whole thing, you know, I can't recommend it for everybody, but if it really piqued your interest and if you're really taken with the style and the music, then please go ahead and give it a shot. And failing that, you can always just download the soundtrack. What a game. I'm sure there's some place where you can pay for it legitimately. I'm not endorsing piracy. Wink, wink. Once again, we are now looking at a Facebook poll to determine what the next game is going to be. You guys help me and tell me what game you want to see, and that way, you know, we don't have the same issue with this game where, you know, I love the game, but not a whole lot of people want to watch it. You know, make sure that we get that turnout. and you know, just let me know what game you guys want to see. There are a couple great games on that list. Right now, Final Fantasy VII is actually tied with Shadow of the Colossus at the time of this recording, which is pretty interesting. But once again, in order to get there, in order to vote, it's a little bit of an involved process, that's true, but all you have to do is friend the Facebook account, and then request to join the group BlackUp, and once I approve you for both of those two things, you'll be able to vote on it. I know it's a pain in the ass, I'm sorry, but when I created this page, I definitely thought all you guys would have to do is send me a friend request and then you could vote on it, but unfortunately Facebook is like the worst designed website of all time, and they removed the ability to do like personal polls on personal accounts. You like have to create a group in order to create a poll. It's fucking weird. I was thinking about using like a polling service, like a website of some sort that runs polls, but since I already created the Facebook one, I decided I'm just gonna keep that one. And because if I decided to do both and then consolidate them, you have the issue that some people are going to be double voting for their game, and that's not going to be fair to people who only did one, and I don't want some people's votes to count more than others, and etc, etc. It's just a pain in the ass, but there are a few games on there. All of them are games that I love and games that I would not mind Let's Playing, so I'm happy with any of them. I have a few that I would rather Let's Play than others, but I would honestly be totally fine with Let's Playing any of them. But that is it, guys. I'll leave you with the little bit left that's in the credits. One more time, thank you so much for sticking with me through this series. I really enjoyed doing it, even if I didn't upload all that often. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Positive.
What's that? You think I just made all that up? Sure, okay. But watch out. Someone just might have their sights on benten-cho again. On the street, there's no such thing as...
Are you telling me you just made all that up and that actually fucking happened? Are you